last night he had us editing a video and all of his comments were coming through at around 9:30. My phone was going zzz, 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 zzz.
Oh my
You're
gosh,
kidding me.
too funny. Alex,
Oh,
I love
funny.
Alex's text. I
Yes.
don't even have to look at my phone. I can always tell when Alex is texting me because it just it's like
Yep.
not one long paragraph. It's like
Nope.
4 lines. I know.
Yep.
Okay, that's Alex. I don't have to look at it.
Yep, exactly.
Right. And just a heads up, main team here, the Point is emailing me a form to fill out to do the final payment for the reservation, Shelley.
Yes.
So I called them today and they said they'll send me something. So I will finish that.
Okay.
All right, let me get to my notes.
I can do that, but I don't have your card information. Alex told me not to put it on mine. So
yeah, I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. All right, so we're gonna go coaching meeting.
I don't think I have enough bandwidth on mine for that and the food and
yeah. So are we good with the food? You got it nailed down?
Yeah. Okay. I just need the deposit, and she asked for a check, so I emailed her and asked if we can do that over the phone.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we're good.
All right. Let's update my notes here. All right. There's Karen.
Hey guys.
Hi, Karen.
All right.
Karen, hi.
Jen, how's the new job?
It's going great.
Good.
Yes, I'm definitely working a lot more than I said I was going to. Typical me. But awesome. Yeah, I haven't even been able to get like quick buttons or anything with the startup business get set up for open dental or all the little minutia because we're so focused on closing cases. We've closed 5 and this just this last month.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's the average case size for those all-on-4s?
Each arch is 30,000, and if it's zygomatic, then it's 70,000.
Jeez, what's zygomatic?
Or zygomatic are the implants. Yep, the long ones for low bone cases that get attached to the bone in the back. Pretty much like the face gets flapped open and
oof.
Up. Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Don't do any of those. Those are disgusting.
No, I don't even want to go back there to look. But
you haven't watched it?
I watched one and I was like, I have so much to do. I left. I'm like, I'm not an assistant anymore. So I'm just going to let them do that.
Yeah.
Let them do them.
Jen, aren't you guys using dental implant machine?
We're using dental implant machine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shelley's office used them. So I think, Tom, they're going to become a partner of ours. Jacob had me on their podcast. I don't know how. He friend requested me. He has 129 people he follows, but for some reason he has 22,000 Instagram followers. I don't know, it's some marketing trick where he's got everybody in Brazil following him or something, but I don't know how they do that, but I was like, who's this person friend requesting me? I was trying to figure it out. And then Shelley and I were talking about emailing him, and then did you see his email today, Shelley, about the 11 a.m. Pacific time? We good for that? He just emailed you maybe an hour ago.
Oh, I've been on a call with a client the last hour, so no.
Okay, no worries. So I think he was just confirming the date we set up, that it was 11 a.m. Pacific. So.
Oh, probably, because I thought it was at 2:00. So.
Which would be 2 right. Eastern. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I'll let you confirm with him because he was messaging you.
We're good. I think it's the beginning of October.
Yeah. So I am bummed that Alex isn't here to hear this part. And by the way, Jen, nobody believed you weren't going to work harder than you thought you were. All of us knew that was going to happen. So you're the only one.
Are you happier?
Yes, I am definitely happier. Yes, I'm loving this role. I got to get out of that survival mode and start thriving, like Larissa says.
Yeah.
We'll get there. I'm bummed too because I'm not able to take more clients, but that work-life balance right now is exactly where I need to be.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Good. So bummed Alex isn't here to hear this part, but Eric Hubbard, Tom, gave me a call out of the blue because I was talking to him about Jerry Gray because he's a client. And I was messaging him about some things because I had a call with Jerry Gray yesterday. And then he tried to call me a couple of times, but yesterday I was on calls. I said, look, call me at 8 tomorrow. I have an opening. So he called me. We talked about Jerry Gray. Andre jumped on for a minute. We just small talked. And then he said, hey, listen, are we good? in Eric Hubbard fashion, he goes, I got the feeling that the email from Shelley was kind of like, we're either in or out with you. And I was like, well, that's the problem with emails. Remember, Shelley, we had told him, it wasn't like he got one email from us, but the last email was, hey, we want to work with you, but we need to know. Otherwise, we got to find another marketing person to jump in on this. And so he just, wanted to use the excuse of an email and not something else.
Okay.
So I had a good conversation with him. He goes, at the end, he said, I would like to get back to sponsoring things with you at some point. So
Good.
So that was really positive. So we'll see how it goes with Omni, with Patrick. Larissa, that's who I just emailed you about. I still refer to Pain Free. I told Eric that. I love how they do things. I love how they stay connected. And then we also have SMC, which I just don't know how much we're going to be playing a role with them other than just mutually supporting one another in different fashions. So
yeah,
they seem a little more group DSO based anyway. But
big.
Yeah, very big.
Big stuff.
Yeah. But their consulting side puts a hitch in the get up. Yeah. Okay. All right. So check. What else? Oh, today I want to get to every month I want to handle a tough coaching topic. And I thought I would start that. It's a common just challenge that we get. And I sent that out by text. And so be ready to share some ideas on that. Okay. But so I'll give you some time to think about those things. The question was, I got a team member who keeps showing up late. I keep talking to her. She's an integral part. I don't have anybody to replace her. I can't go hire anyone else. So how do I get her to show up on time? How do I do that? So I've already talked about them about some things, but I want to see what your guys' answers are. So we'll come around to everybody towards the end and get that. Okay. Sound good? All right. Shelly, EOS this thing and tell us what we're talking about today. Wow, we got a main event coming up. I know that's a big important. Yeah.
On this last time, we were both because we didn't get a full call.
Yes. So anything on top of your agenda? What?
I don't have topics.
You don't have anything on your list. Okay. All right. Awesome. So my big thing is Maine. I know Cheyenne and Shelly have really been helping me with all of that. Shelly getting the food and Cheyenne handing out flyers. The Maine AGD is now sponsoring it, which is great, which just means they're sending out an email every week. They sent it out to 2,000 people, Tom, 2,000 emails. They got 8 opens. So
no, 8 clicks.
8 clicks too. And they had how many opens? 200?
It was like 900 open.
900 opens, 8 clicks through. That's right. See, Shelly pays attention to the details. Yeah. So I don't know, Tom, is that good or bad? That
sounds about typical, actually. I think that marketing events, marketing anything is really difficult, as you guys probably know. Actually 8 clicks from the first email, that's not bad at all. Generally it takes 2 or 3 impressions before you get someone to really start to take it seriously and think about acting. And then usually a few more touch points after that to get them to actually do something. So
okay.
Whether or not we have enough time for the AGD to make a big difference for us is an unknown.
Okay. Yeah, we might be behind the 8 ball here with timing.
I have a
Which
question.
means we need Oklahoma City's AGD on board now.
Do you have a list of the people they sent the email to, and I can do follow-ups? I'm wondering if it corresponds with the people that I visited in office and already called.
Ask your boss. Isn't he the one that would have access to the list?
Yeah, but I don't see him enough. I could send him an email and ask him.
I don't know if they get the list or not. What do you think, Eric?
The AGD is pretty tight. At least the national AGD is really tight with their email list. I don't know about the chapters. Eric, probably the request coming from you would carry the most weight to just say, hey, we want to cross-reference. We're not going to email, but we want to cross-reference some of our contacts with your list. Would you be willing to share that with us? And maybe you could ask them just for names and not email addresses so they don't think we're up to something.
Okay.
Yeah, I could do that. I could reach out to him.
Okay. Let me know if you run a brick wall, and then if I need to, I can ask. Up to you.
Okay.
Well, who's been working with the AGD Maine people?
Between Eric and I.
Shelly and I, yeah.
Okay, so I would say probably it'd be best for one of you to reach out rather than Cheyenne, rather than a new name.
Yeah.
The reason why is it's Cheyenne's boss. Like,
he's the AGD Maine person. Oh,
That's why I
take it back.
Yeah. CC us on
Bring,
it,
bring the
Cheyenne.
candy bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CC us on it, Cheyenne, when you do it. And then there's an email for Nora. That should probably also be on that.
Oh, yeah.
I'll send you her email address right now.
Okay, I think I actually have that as well.
Nora Corin.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So put all of us in that with Nick, and we'll see how we can help. That would be awesome. All right, cool. The big thing I've been working with each of you guys on is getting yourselves out there. How do you get yourselves out there? How do you represent All-Star on all these platforms? How do you promote? That's going to get you clients too, right? That's going to end up coming back. Even if I'm out there, I think I've told all of you this, even if I'm out there promoting and they want to coach, it's not going to be me. So, you know, places you can get me to speak, that's fine too. So if you find a podcast, you find a meeting opportunity, just let me know. I have 2 dental society meetings coming up. So one just in California, I think they pay me like $900 or something to speak. And then the Minnesota Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry is paying me $3,000 to do a 6-hour presentation, which I was shocked at how big it is. So not that it's about the money, but we want the opportunities to get in front of people. So if you're not comfortable doing it, that's fine. Put me there. But I encourage you guys, you know, as your schedule allows, start getting yourself or me and you in front of as many groups as possible. That's going to always trickle down for us. And I've told all of you this too. Remember your reverse marketing on social media. Remember to be out there. You know, all of us should be on Dental Nachos. And when they do a post about, you know, who's the best coach out there, you're tagging someone at All-Star, right? Because you can't tag yourself. You can't self-promote, but you could tag someone else. So, yeah. Larissa's the best coach. All right. So marketing yourself, getting out there, podcasts. I know some of you are like, oh, I got to get over this fear of podcasts. Some of you have said that to me. It's okay. They edit everything out. It's amazing. They make you sound good. It's their podcast. They want it to sound good. So go for it. Just jump in. I just ask that you represent All-Star if it's somebody that we've connected you with. Okay. All right. What else? Jen, something on your list?
I didn't have anything other than I just keep what we talked about yesterday. I keep running out like today actually was our anniversary with Kavanaugh.
Oh, 1 year?
For 1 year.
Okay.
And a year ago, we were talking about limiting terms on 9/14/22. And so we just revisited that again today.
Perfect.
And I did the skill practice. I feel like I'm running out of content.
Yeah. So when you've had a client for 10 months or more, and you've done all the team training, you're going to start to realize that, hey, they've heard this before. 2 things. One, they're not probably good at it or good at remembering what it was or what you cover, and they need a refresher anyway. So you give your doctor an option. Do you want to just go back through it like level 1 coaching? Just go back through it because it's been a year and you haven't heard it in a year and the mind needs to go back through it. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Or do you want to move into level 2 coaching? And I think I've explained this to everyone. But level 2 coaching, when they've already heard it once before and you're going to go back through, I tell the doctor, I say, what I do is I teach a topic for 10 minutes and then I have them role play it for 20 minutes. So I teach permission statement for 20 minutes, let's say, and then they got to do as many role plays as they can in that 20-minute mark with a partner getting coaching in between. And they typically love it. Then I'll do a second topic in that meeting, maybe 3 S's using 3 questions. And in the case presentation formula, and I teach that for 10 minutes and they role play that for 20 minutes, maybe 15. And then I have a 5-minute wrap up. But in each of those role plays, I'm getting feedback from them before we just move on to the next topic. So give yourself 5 minutes in between. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that worked wonderful today. Everybody
Okay.
was engaged and
You're going to get a lot more engagement with them. This works really good for, the quiet teams too. Oh yeah. And if I turn my screen off and mute myself, I'm still here listening. I'm just blowing my nose. So Larissa has already experienced that today. All right. So yeah, remember for you're going to move into advanced coaching now. Think typically they have gone to level 2 course in Chicago in the summer and now they're coming back to do this, but we haven't had that sort of stream of events to do it. So we're just putting the coaching in place now.
The coaching menu could help with that too, Jen. I think we talked about it last time and I should have given everybody access to it.
Yes, it was the leadership, dental IQ, disc.
Yeah, it's got
There
a
was
whole,
something that
it's like 2 pages of coaching topics, basically. Larry actually went in and added a bunch of things.
What's it called?
recently.
did you email it to me?
I'm on my laptop. Let me
Coaching
see.
menu?
It might be coaching menu. That would sound like something I would say.
I'm not seeing that.
Maybe it's not. I'll find it. Continue on, but that
Okay.
is something that.
And then maybe just send that link out again to the coach's email address, just so we have it fresh in our mind. I'll look at it too and make sure we have all of our topics on there. Yeah. There's always something to work on. So again, also look at your KPI tracker with them and say, what's the weak point? That's what we need to do team training on. Now with Kavanaugh and insurance, they're so busy. Their problem is they kind of can't get out of their own way. They're booked out so far. It's not really a team training thing. So they're a little bit different.
Eric, I have what is maybe a dumb question. Do we have a list of all of our like Moneyball coaching ideas? Like somewhere, Alex mentioned once we have a couple dozen of them.
Yeah, I know. Shelly and I were talking about that yesterday. I was like, a couple dozen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
So I don't know.
I said, I think I need access to those because I don't know them.
Yeah, I mean,
that seems like that would be a very obvious thing. If we haven't done this one, well, let's talk about that. And we haven't done this one, let's talk about that. But I don't know if that is actually a real list.
Well, this would be the list that Paula Harris and I have used over the years that Shelly updated and tweaked. I don't know, 4, 8, 12, 16. Yeah, there's like 30 plus topics on here. It's 2 pages.
Oh, I found the
It's
email.
called growth
Shelley.
coaching. It's called growth coaching
Topics.
Thank you, Larissa. I saw it in the chat.
Now, see, you didn't call it Moneyball, so
I didn't. That's what I should have called it. Thank you, Tom. That's why you're our marketer.
I don't know. There's like a weird. Oh, Shelly, your cursor's there. I was like, what is happening? There's a purple cursor there. Yeah, so there's a bunch of topics on there. Now, again, some of them are going to be for doctor direct coaching, and some of them are going to, like, you're not going to do profit and loss, overhead, and budgeting with your team meeting. So, yeah.
Larry did send me a revise. I can take a look at that. He was on the team call last week, on the coaching team call, and texted me and said, hey, where's everybody at?
Oh, he was a week early?
Well, he was, because it's normally last week.
I moved it for Italy.
And when I said that, he goes, oh, I do remember that now. But he actually did add some things to it, and I did not transfer that over. So I can
okay, so we'll get an update. I was trying to figure out what he added because I couldn't see anything here. So plenty of topics on there, and maybe send it to Tom and Alex, Shelly, to say, hey, this is, all the things. And Larissa, this would be good for Cohen too, when you're talking about systems. Yeah, okay. All right, good stuff. Jen, anything else on your end?
Nope, that's my main pain point right now is running out of things to talk about.
Okay, I'm gonna do my impression of Jen.
No, that's it. I don't have anything else. That's all I have. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye now.
Please don't call me
He's
again.
gonna hang up.
I thought you were sick, Eric.
I am sick, but you know how you get over being sick is have fun. Yeah, laughter is the best medicine, I think. All right,
Yes.
Larissa, what did we put on your list? Anything?
Nothing.
I don't think we put anything on your list. Yep. Okay, Karen, did we put anything on your list for today?
No.
No. Love it. Karen and Greg are so close to selling their house. They thought they had it sold. They're so close to selling it, and then their lives will be forever transformed. They'll just be in Florida, and it'll be so much easier for them. So be praying and encouraging to them, supportive for them to get all that taken care of, and then we'll have them in Florida, and we'll all go visit Florida. We'll all go stay at their house. So
we'll have an open house. Absolutely.
We'll have an open house. Yeah.
Our house is always open.
How many bedrooms? How big is your house in Florida?
Oh gosh.
Just 3 bedrooms.
Plenty.
2 baths.
Plenty. Yeah, plenty for like 12 people. Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
it is.
yeah, yeah.
With love.
A pull-out couch and some sleeping bags. So, I mean, what could go
There
wrong?
you go. There you go. I was talking with Jerry Gray yesterday. So his wife loves Disney World, him not so much. So they bought a house in Florida, a second home in Florida, and she decorated it. And it's 45 minutes from Disney World. And so, and there's 51 executive golf courses. So he has a golf cart and everything. And he was talking about it, and I was like, you could tell my wheels were spinning. I was like, so you're telling me we're going to go to your house in Florida? I hear
There
you.
you
I
go.
hear what you're saying. Yeah. Sounds
Next
amazing.
leadership retreat. Why don't we do it?
Yeah. He likes the idea of Amelia Island still. Everybody I've talked to loves the idea of Amelia Island. So that's still the target to do that. We'll give it a
Yeah.
test run, which, by the way, it's time to start selling to your clients either Oklahoma City Mastery Level 1 in March or the Growth Summit in May. So we just got 3 or 4 more to Maine from Ryan Gen's office, right, Shelley?
Yep.
And
I just processed their payment today.
okay. And that puts us at how many for Maine?
61, I believe.
Wow, 61. Not bad for our first event. I mean, if you think about our first mastery event to have 61, our goal is always going to be 100 because of sponsors, but I don't think that's that bad. You never know. There might be a couple stragglers that just show up last minute. So
Yeah.
that
I
would be
mean,
amazing.
Stanky, we may need to, I'm including what I believe to be his full team, so it might be a few less than that, but
They're in
yeah,
Italy
we're
right
close.
now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're there.
So, by the way, the Denvantage guys got us the in with the main AGD because they're connected there. So, again,
Very
follow the relationship, right? That's what Greg and I were talking about with relationships with labs, relationships with financing companies, relationships with marketing companies. Those are things that we're looking to partner with.
Hey, Eric, when
Yeah.
you're speaking of an in with AGD, are you speaking in terms of presenting or speaking at one of the annual events? Or
No, they have now partnered with us for the Maine program. They're having a hard time getting people to come to Maine to do CE. And
Oh,
when
okay.
Dan Stanky, who's on the board, also owns Denvantage with Ted and Dave, went to the meeting way late, but I guess this was in August, said, hey, what about this? Why don't we help them market this? And they were worried that we weren't PACE certified and they were going to have to do that. And I said, no, we'll do that part. And they said, great, we'll send out the emails then and we'll put all your, and it was like so easy for them. It was turnkey. So we kind of stumbled into something we need to pay attention to for other future programs with the state academy of their general dentistry program, just connecting with them somehow. So they're going to have someone there at the program and welcome everybody to Maine and blah, blah, blah. I think most of the people are from Maine that are in there. There's a few, Maryland and New Jersey and Maryland, I think. Yeah.
Maryland.
Yeah, a few from Maryland. So anyway, I wish Kavanaugh would have said yes, but they got cold feet on it. So, and then Vaccaro had one decide not to go, right?
You're throwing me.
Lucy.
Let me just bring up my.
Lucy at Vaccaro's office. I think they said she can't go. I don't know if he let her go. I haven't had my meeting with him yet.
Oh, they did. Yeah, they did reduce one. So they have one extra ticket and they asked what can be done about it. And I gave them the option of finding a replacement team member and sending them or applying it toward
Growth Summit or level 2 or something like that. Okay. All right, good. All right. Cheyenne, anything on our list?
Yes. First of all, I have a question. Did the main AGD put it on their website too?
I'm looking at Shelley right now.
I don't know.
So I can't find it on their website, but maybe I can, in that email to Dr. Roy, I can add that, ask if that's something they'd be willing to do.
That would be great. And this morning, I actually asked Nora if they have any forms of social media that they have groups or anything about, and Tom, wink, wink, can make something for them to be able to post if they need content or copy. We have some that we've already been using for the different sponsors that have been putting it out there. So we can, again, Tom can adapt it for them so that they can just take it and post it and it's there. So.
Okay, so I'll reach out about that too then in the same email.
Awesome. She said she was checking on that one, so I don't want to be too pushy on it, but at the same time, like, as long as you're already push away.
Okay. Yeah, keep us in the loop on everything, Cheyenne, on your emails. CC all of us, and that way we all know what's going on. All right, good.
And we talked about Wednesday planning session before the main event.
Yes. So Larissa, Cheyenne, Shelly, and Lynn, who will be there, me, Ted, and Dave, we will have a meeting Wednesday night, like a huddle to prep for the meeting, maybe an hour at the most. And we're going to run through just everybody's roles. You know, this is the first time Ted and Dave and I have presented together in, well, we kind of did one earlier this year, but it was more virtual. So it's been a while. I'll just say that, all three of us. So getting the band back together, Greg.
Yeah, I hear that. That's
So,
exciting.
Yeah. So we're going to do a run through. Yeah. We're going to go through the timeline, go through a run through, and then we're going to assign coaches just roles. And I think for this first one, we'll have you guys just be ready to do role plays where I'm the patient and Shelly's answering the great call process, or Cheyenne, and I'm the patient. Because like Ted or Dave might do the emotional exam, they might do the case presentation formula, or I might do that. So we just kind of got to go through the timeline and see who's going to do what. You know, Larissa could do financial arrangements, and she could do objections and role play with me. So I still want to highlight you guys because you're going to be there, and I want potential clients to see see you shine. So, okay, Cheyenne, what else?
That was all I had on my list.
I wanted to say, Cheyenne, you will very soon be getting big boxes with cups.
Oh, that was what I was going to ask you too. Did Alan ever get back to you in regards to when he's sending that package out?
Did who?
I think it was Alan.
Oh, Twig? No,
Yeah.
he did not.
Okay. I'm assuming he's going to email me so I
Like a major package or anything, just brochures and things. But what I'm sending you when he's done engraving all of the cups, that's 3 huge boxes.
Awesome. I'll use my husband's truck to get to the event.
No bags to put together this time, ladies.
So yeah, Shelly, when you do send those out, just give me a heads up.
Yeah, and then I'll be sending the plaques as well, because we're gonna actually do them rather than mailing them like we did this last time, taking them to the event and handing them out as like a congratulations kind of thing. Okay. Oh, and you'll get some coach purses.
Just to hold on to.
Yeah. Just because of all the help.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Hey, Shelly or Tom, what's our zip for the credit card? Is the Florida? What's the Florida one?
It's the Plantation.
Yeah. You should just rattle off. I don't know.
No, 0901
22233.
Yeah, that
was not even close.
No.
Let me double check that though.
Yeah,
I wasn't close. That actually sounds right. 222. It's up in my office. Well, actually, it's in the hallway of my office because.
Gosh.
Plantation. I've got it. I'm looking it up. 33322. So close, Tom.
Dyslexia got me.
There you go. All right. I'm in. Do you want to play a game? All right. Finishing paying
That's how he gets stuff done all day long.
Yeah.
Multitasking.
It's the only way. Shelly now has access to my calendar, and she promised she wouldn't laugh.
It's redonkulous. I'm just here to tell you. I have added 3 things since I got access. So
nice. All right. That's just what I needed.
But it's crazy.
All right. So 1,800, the point is paid for, Shelly, if you want to put that in your P&L.
Got it. I think I already put it there, but
okay.
Good deal.
Great. I think I made the first payment on that out of my own personal money, which I'm totally fine with. So, because I don't think I had a credit card at that time.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think it was like 700 or something. No biggie.
Just make sure that you have it noted somewhere.
Yeah.
For accounting purposes.
I think what my quote was to Alex was, I'm willing to risk $700 on this. I'm fine. So it was my portion. So I don't even know if that's true. I don't even know if I got reimbursed for it or not, Tom. It's not a big deal. All right. Any other suggestions for Maine? Any other ideas, preparations? Cheyenne?
I don't have anything for Maine, but I did just have a cool thing happen with the All-Star social media the other day. We had someone reach out to us on Instagram, and I connected that person with Heather, and they've signed up for online training, and they may be becoming a coaching client as well.
Woohoo!
Hey,
Yay.
you asked me if they had signed up. I can't remember. Who was it again?
Dr. Ilona, I think she does veneers, so she's a specialist with just veneers.
Nice.
All right. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay.
Today
Social media works.
Hey,
Right?
what do you know? Now we can tell all dentists, yes, it does work. You can get patients from it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so everyone keep doing what you're doing, posting on all the posts that we have, keep the comment thread going.
Yeah.
It's working. Oh.
Did she say what post or where or anything, or just saw you on social media?
There was also a connection with Dr. Snyder, Todd Snyder. So
Yeah.
she had heard of us as well, and then it popped up, probably reinforced
Yeah.
All Stars, and there we go.
That's good for Alex to know, Tom, that it's probably that podcast they shared together, I assume.
We actually had a different patient too who wanted to have coaching. What's that?
You said we had a different patient.
Oh, yeah, that too. A different client who wanted coaching, and they found us because on a social media post, somebody commented about the webinar, the Insurance Freedom webinar, and then they found the Insurance Freedom webinar and they watched it, and then now they're a client as well. So even if we're just commenting about what we have out there, it's working.
It's good. So an
Slowly
idea
working, but we're building.
Okay, so here's an idea for you guys. If you're like, I don't know what content to put out there, I don't know what to do. I'm letting Larissa back in. Go to the Dental All Stars YouTube page, copy the link of something we did, and then put it out there and say, have you listened to this yet? What are 3 takeaways you got from this? I got this, this, and this. Put that out there, and then make sure they know you're a part of that team when you do that post, of course. So it's all of us, but you can always repost content that you love. Could be one of the weekly, we do, I think 4 weekly videos now between me, Shelly, Heather, and Alex, I think, or will be soon. And then we have all the webinars on there. Yeah, those are done really well. Pull it from the All-Star YouTube page, not my YouTube page. Okay. All right.
Also, this fell from my head. Come back to me.
You said the, not the. You said the, not the. So that must be, it was really important. The spot of tea.
Wow. Sister-in-law getting bashed today.
How did I do, Tom? How did I do? Is that on point? Mary Poppins.
You're way too American.
Horrible. Yeah. Okay. You'll come back to you. You got it. There it is. See, I bought you time. There it is.
The team member spotlights.
Yeah.
We're identifying and sending to Shelly the team member spotlights. We just posted our first one today. So go on it, comment, congratulate Elise. And then on Saturday, Deb from Dr. Tubo's office will be highlighted as great office manager. So just keep up with those and congratulate those people.
Yeah. So the trick is they have to have the title office manager to be spotlighted because it's office manager awareness or appreciation or sympathy month.
Elise got a 39 out of 40 on her call grade.
Missed the second. It was the backup phone number. That's the only point she missed.
The backup phone number is the only thing.
To be fair, she's a trainer who took a job in an office. So
that just got to put it out there that
it's
awesome. Has got it going on. She's only been with them for 3 months. So
unbelievable. Yeah. She'll be with them for another year or two, and then she'll be a coach with us. So yeah. Somebody gets a 39 and does training, we'll have to tap into that. Okay. Yep. So if you have any office managers that get them to Shelly and Cheyenne, and then they will do an appreciation on them if they're doing a really good job. Just something to appreciate about them.
We're also doing regular team member spotlights, so that as well.
Yep.
That I did not know.
Well, it's just not yet. We were trying to get the office managers in September because of it being Office Manager Appreciation Month.
Okay.
I thought
starting
of
October.
Dr. Gray. Would we not want to spotlight his office manager?
I mean, we
No.
could. Yeah. Jen does a great job. Let's see. Why is my phone's dead? Does she have to be an office manager? I'm not sure if she is office manager, but let me ask.
His sister is, isn't she? I thought she was. I mean, I thought she was. It doesn't matter. I mean, ultimately, basically the email that I'm sending them is that our team has identified this office manager as going above and beyond. We appreciate it. We want to acknowledge them. And then actually with Tubo, I mentioned it to her in front of him. And I was like, hey, did he tell you that you were nominated? Cheyenne and I absolutely adore you. You're doing fantastic. She just like lit up. And then the other day with Hoggards, it was their whole team. And he hasn't given me her information yet. So I just said, I just have to say that we need to acknowledge one person in your room right now.
Lisa?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
she like went, rolled her down in her chair, and the whole thing is like hooting and hollering and
Yeah.
excited for her. And
Good.
I said, so follow us, like us, follow us, be watching our social media because you're going to see this post all about Lisa coming up here soon. So it's to drive the team and engagement and to hopefully just get some more interaction with our existing clients.
Yeah. It'd be great if we could tag the office in the post.
That would be,
And
you
then
can
we
do
can
that.
They have to be following us in order for us to tag them.
so let them know to follow us so we can tag them. Yeah. Be bossy. Get bossy Cheyenne out there.
Well,
I know you have that. Okay. Not that I've personally experienced. I've just heard stories. Okay. What else, Tom? What's on your list today?
I'm just holding my breath until Portland's done.
Okay. All right. Me too. I'm excited. I've got this Ben Erickson presentation to give, which I'm excited for us to get out there and put our name out there. But I think I was telling Karen, I was like, they give me an hour. I can't say anything in an hour. And, you know, they're this very, very, very narrow, like you can only talk about these things. And it's, you know, I'm used to talking about case acceptance or, you know, verbal skills. This is on, he came up, Tim said, my title is Developing Your Talent. So we'll see how I do. Hopefully I do okay
They'll
with
nail it.
that. Yeah, it's all the same PowerPoints I've done. But then he was like, yeah, we don't do StrengthsFinder, we do Colby and things like that. So hopefully I do okay for them. I got to tweak some things on the PowerPoint. Oh, and thanks to Tom, our office manager, for fixing my PowerPoint and the manual. We now won't have the triangle with the ball rolling down for our systems foundation principle. He got a pyramid, like the 5 foundation principles and the 6 elements to yes, and then a commit yes at the top. So it looks like a pyramid now. So that will be in the manuals and that will be in the PowerPoint. Tom, did you see my one typo on chose versus choose?
Fix that.
Okay, awesome. Shelly, just do a quick eye scan and see if there's anything you want to change on it. We better stop talking about Alex.
so manual.
And so I need to go through the whole manual still?
Well, just,
right?
I mean, everything is as it has been. So just do a quick run through. You don't need to do a bunch of edits or anything. We just look through it because we got to send that to printing in a week or 2.
Okay, good. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't know that I got time to
No.
Me
find
to-
What was that, Cheyenne?
If she wants me to take a look too, I can take that off her plate.
Okay. Just forward it to Cheyenne then, Shelly. There you go.
If Cheyenne can do it, I would love.
There you go. And Tom, do you want me to do the order through best value copy where I usually order them, or do you want to do it?
100% up to you. I'm happy to do it. It was a
Okay.
very easy
Okay.
process.
Perfect. I'll let you nail it. Shelly will get you the count, and we probably should order a little more than we need, Shelly, and then we'll just use them at the next event.
Yeah, we need name tags developed too, but that'll be easy, I think.
Okay.
I hope. All the hard part of the name tags is done. I
Okay.
have the little plastic things. I already ordered the lanyards. That's
Okay.
done.
Awesome.
It's just same size as the summit. It's just
Perfect.
going to be changing out the content.
I still have some of the leftover manuals from the May event. We're changing that, it sounds like, so we don't need those anymore.
How many do you have?
I think you gave me 12 of them, 14. something.
That's a bummer, but yeah, I don't think we can use them, Tom.
Well, I mean, the only material thing that changed was the graphic, so it's your call.
The
I can
graphic
bring
and the
them for extra.
IM. What's that, Cheyenne?
I can bring them for
Oh, the
extra.
mantra, yeah.
Yeah, the mantra and the pyramid. Maybe have those as just backups in case we get a surprise person shows up and they didn't pay or something like that. We've got these extras that they can use. Yeah. Who are you? Here, use this old one.
It's a leftover.
Thank you for coming. Don't touch the food. Hello, fearless leader Alex, Sir Nottingham. Welcome. How are you? Good. Your lips are moving, but I don't hear anything. So
Good.
oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Good. Anything you want to tell us, inform us, educate us, direct us with?
No, just checking, saying hello, seeing what you guys are up to.
Yeah. We recorded this for you so you don't have to watch it later.
Oh, is that right? Of course, I don't have to watch it later. I won't.
I suggested we ping it around 9:30 and ask for edits.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
When
Hey, well,
Alex can't
fine,
sleep.
that's
Yeah.
fine.
All right. All right. Let's see. So the coaching topic for today was my team member continues to not show up on time. So I'm going to round robin this. Who has some coaching advice first? I'm going to take notes. We're going to do this once a month. You're going to bring your toughest or a coaching topic that you're dealing with, and you're going to kind of give us a heads up on it like I did. And then you're going to have us all give you some coaching tips so that you can take it back to your client. So I told Dr. Joyce Kim today that our topic was her challenge, and she was excited about that. So I'll read you her text so you have a full idea of what she said. Let's see. Taryn is late again. She's a D. Charles and I talked about letting her know that I'm at a loss with this and we will need to adjust her bonus to reflect her tardiness. However, currently we don't have any assistants applying for the job posting. What do we do? Shelly.
Work with All Star Dental Academy on your hiring needs.
Hiring needs. Okay. So just replace her at some point, right?
Well, yeah. Well, it sounds like they were looking for somebody.
Yeah, they're trying to add someone. She's actually a hygienist to assist for them, but she just shows up late all the time. Anybody ever have a habitually late team member and you able to deal with it? Karen and Greg, I see you nodding your head. Tell us about it.
Well, first of all, a little bit more information. What does she give us as an excuse for being late? I assume the doctor's had a one-on-one conversation about it.
Yes, she's done all the things that I've asked her to do. Yeah, she's had the one-on-ones. We've taken away daily bonus on days she's late. And just basic excuses like, I'm late. Not anything severe, like nobody died or car didn't break down or anything. She's just late.
I'm just curious. A couple of quick comments I'll make about it is that, yeah, I've had those experiences before. And I can tell you, you can't, as the doctor, you cannot be a prisoner in your own practice. You can't, to any superstar. And I think you said she made a comment, can't hire anyone else right now, can't afford to lose her.
Yeah.
And it really compromises you as the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in a lot of different ways. Anyone you think you can't afford to lose, then you probably should. And I call them superstars of the practice. And believe you me, the other team members are watching what you're saying and what you're doing with this particular team member. And you're setting a standard for yourself in the office and everything else. So I know it's so easy for me to say, but I've been there and I've done this. I've had to let go of a few what I'd say is a superstar, and everyone thought, can't function without him, can't do without him. And once that happens, I found that the other team members come and say, I don't know what took you so long, Doc. We saw this a long time ago.
Yeah.
A lot of times the last person to really realize it, but you're living in fear as the doctor, and you seriously can't afford to do that for so many reasons.
Karen,
Anyway.
anything you want to add to that?
No, that's why you've already answered the question.
Yeah.
You've already gone to her, and there's nothing we can do. And is she realizing
Yeah.
happening?
She's not even really a superstar. It's just that we're a prisoner in the fact that we don't have anybody else to hire. Okay. Jen, how about you? Thoughts?
Yeah, so I've had the situation with employees coming from the office manager. I found that if I address the issue early in the beginning, that's helpful.
Mhm.
So making sure that we don't allow this to repetitively happen. After the second time, it needs to be addressed early on. I've also asked the question to the teammate, like, what is it? And if they don't really have an excuse, then I go from the perspective of like self-improvement. Tell me about your time management. How can I help you? How can I be your accountability partner? And I talk about how it's affecting the rest of the team, allowing them to come in and, like Dr. Greg was saying, it's like almost like it shows favoritism. So, and then accountability. I'm going to check in with you. We're going to see how next week goes. And I'm going to check in with you and what you're doing to strive in your mornings to get here on time.
Mm-hmm.
What is the other things that I checked? Adding punctuality to the annual review. We added that. The other one is, this is the last resort, but coming up with a flexible work schedule. Okay, if you're not able to be here at 7:30 for the huddle, you're going to be here at 7:45 or 8. That means that you're going to stay an extra 15 minutes to close every day. Would you like that schedule instead? And some of the assistants loved it because they would leave, and then the second assistant that came in late was the closer.
Yep. Yeah, I actually put that down. I was like, just cut her hours, cut her back an hour and go, well, you're losing an hour every day. So you'll get here in that time. So maybe she stays a little bit later in the evening. Okay. I put the same
and then
thing
the
down.
third, and one of the other things that we implemented as a team, because it is kind of embarrassing, is we would say, assistants, if you're going to be late, you need to text the doctor and have everybody in your team included in that text that you're running late and what time you're going to be here. Hygiene, you got to include admin and the doctor. And so everybody was included. It wasn't the whole team. It was who are you impacting that day that you need to be aware of. And then she got a little embarrassed when it kept happening. And I came from that approach of, it's respectful. You need to text me, your team, and the doctor, because those are the people that are being impacted by your tardiness.
And the patient too.
And the patient. Oh yeah. Text the patient. So that's my input on how I've handled that in the past.
Good stuff.
Love it. Those are great things. All right, Cheyenne.
Yeah, I had a lot of similar stuff to Jen, to be proactive, address it as soon as it happens, and address it privately. And kind of like how we would handle a late patient, walking right up to them and saying, hey, is everything okay? And just having that conversation, seeing how we can support them so it doesn't happen again. Scheduling one-on-ones obviously is really important, figuring out what the gap is between the expectations and what's actually happening. And one of the things I'd ask the team, if it was the team I was working with, would be, has the expectation been set? And does each team member know why it's important to the success of the practice? So establishing those, especially if it's a huddle and it's not meaning like getting set up for a patient. The huddles are super important, explaining why the huddles are important. And then getting stuff done in the huddle, making it a serious huddle versus just fooling around and telling jokes the whole time, because I've had that issue in the past.
Yeah. Then they don't see the importance of what's the point of me being here early?
Yeah, we're just gonna make jokes and chat. And make it predictable. Everyone has to show up at the same time every day. They know exactly what their expectations are.
And Jen, we're not going to spotlight Vickery coaching clients because it's on the all-star page.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. She's great though.
Mm-hmm.
They used
Is that one
actually
that you just sent me?
Well, they used to use All-Star Dental Academy hiring, but they don't anymore.
Okay.
All right. And Jerry Gray said, yes, he would love that. So I just sent an email to you, Cheyenne and Shelly, to get what we need for that.
Great.
Okay. I'm dying. Larissa.
Well, everyone said everything. There's nothing left for me here.
No,
But
that doesn't work. That doesn't work.
One thing Now, one thing that about, your client already has gone through all of this, and cutting bonus from experience may not work with everyone. So really understand what's important for the employee, because if you get to their pain point, you may be able to get them to do what you need them to do. If,
Yeah.
it may not be the money, it may really be something else,
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. That's what I was thinking, just
which
cutting her
clearly
hours.
is
Yeah.
time. I mean, they
Yeah.
need more time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming that the conversations that you've encouraged them to have were like the 5-step conversation of this is what we agree upon.
Yeah.
this
We
is-
role played the crucial conversation. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's generally the most impactful, and then following up on
And
Yeah.
it's just like,
repeat offenders are
and
affected.
it's like Dr. Raymond said, at some point
Go ahead,
you
Larissa.
just gotta let them go. I mean,
Yeah.
you may need to hire a temp. I'm sorry. You
You're
may
okay.
just need to hire a temp, but the morale of the office, once it goes down, it's not easy to bring it back up.
Other
was a-
team members may be able to step in and cover her position too, and just like be like, I'm so glad she's gone. I'll be the assistant if
Yeah.
I have to.
They'll step up. I promise you they'll step up. And I'm a D, so I mean, I was pretty much cut to the chase with compassion. I used a velvet sledgehammer actually on cases like that, because you want to be compassionate, you want to be empathetic, and so on and so forth. But I can promise you the other team members are watching you're at every move, and how you handle that situation is so key. I've tried to, at times, tried to coach or try to befriend some team members that similar things have happened with. And I can tell you, they will zap your energy and zap the time and your energy and everything else. And I haven't found it to be real successful, to be honest. And it's, in my opinion, it's better a lot of times just to cut to the chase and give them an opportunity to work in someone else's office. I think that would be the best thing. And I've helped them find other offices.
Yeah.
We can say, are you looking for, Susie?
And that's the challenge right now is anybody can get a job anywhere. And it's created this culture of, that I can kind of get away with everything. What are you going to do? Fire someone else? There's nobody else. So Alex, what do you do to team members who show up late to meetings? Tom.
Like, what type of question is that?
I don't know. Just popped in my head.
I don't deal with team members.
Yeah.
I don't have team members.
You do. You have all of us.
No, you're not. You guys are something better than that. I mean, you guys are, it was interesting. I was going to put this on the IDS because this is more for leadership, but I said, working for All-Star, you're going to live longer. So I'll tell you, coaches, what I mean by that. So in happiness studies, it shows that people who have a tribe and they're part of something and they have purpose will live longer. And I don't look at you guys, I mean, yes, team members, but not like a dental team, like I'm the doctor and you guys are my team members, We're like a collective of entrepreneurs working towards a common cause, right? So I had to correct Eric and Shelly right up the bat that boss is not my name, okay? I'm not your boss. So we're here together. And I think that, I don't, now when I worked at the dental office, but again, I was more operational strategic, but if that were to happen, that'd be, I don't have any patience for that. So if I'm running a situation, if there's, so you're talking about in this situation, okay, now coming back to earth, but you can't have that. Like I thought, Greg, what you said was brilliant. Just brilliant. And I think I can relate because we did have people at All-Star that what we would say, if they weren't here, indispensable, and they weren't performing where they needed to be. And it was so good, like you said, Greg, when they were gone, you realized how much better you were. And, you may take a little dip, but you improve. Yeah. But team, you cannot allow that to happen because it's going to bring everybody down. It's not, what is the quote? The whatever that raises all ships. Doesn't work that way. You bring it all down. And I talk about this. I'll send you guys some videos that Shelly is helping us edit. But I say with your team, there's two types of three team members, right? One, the ones that will not conform and change, the ones that cannot because they lack the capacity, and then you have the ones that do. The ones that will not, they got to be out of here. They're not part of your vision mission. The ones that cannot, you try to coach them and help them, but they still lack capacity. Just can't. It's just circumstances don't make it that way. You gently let them go. You're not running, you know, whatever. You're running a business. So
Yep. Okay. Thank you, Alex. Shelly, I'll get the recording out for Lynn and others. Can you send everybody note this, especially for Larry, next month because of Portland and Ben Erickson, our meeting is on the 5th of October. I just want to make sure Larry's getting those emails on the coaches. He's in the coaches email, right?
Yeah, he
Tom?
remembered after he responded and said, "Hey, where's everybody at?" And I said, "Yeah, remember Eric's in Italy?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh my gosh, yep, you're right. I totally forgot. I just
Okay.
have it on my calendar standing." So
Yeah. So just make sure everybody write down October 5th, and it's not at 2, it's at 3 Eastern. So we had to move it. Everybody should be on the invite for that. If not, let me know and I can figure it out. All right. Awesome. Good to see you guys.
Thank you.
good to
Bye,
see you
everyone.
too.
Do better.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Get better.
Thank you.